Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. In today's video we're doing something so exciting. We are reviewing the HNB Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. Loads of you have been asking me to do this. I really wanted to do this, so I filmed a full tutorial and review for you. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below if you want to see my thoughts and feels on the new HNB Cosmetics Concealer. Then keep on watching. Do you know what? I am looking rough. I'm looking a bit rough, I won't lie. So we're going to be reviewing the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer from HNB Cosmetics today. Super excited to try this. And you guys said that you really wanted a review and a tutorial, so your wish is my command. So we have the full range here. I was very kindly gifted these by HNB. So generous. I'm really grateful. This is not an ad, guys. These were literally just gifted to me and I really wanted to try them on camera for you, and you guys really wanted me to try them as well. I always review HNB Cosmetics products when they come out because I feel like they are such good quality for a really good price. Like their loose powder is my favourite affordable powder. I think it's like £12 or something like that, or it might be like £13.50, something like that. And it's absolutely amazing. It is high quality level, but for such a good price. So that is why we're reviewing these today. So I am actually going to be showing you the concealer, and I'm also going to use it as a cream contour as well, just to see if we can get the best of both for this. So I'm actually going to read you a little bit of information about the concealer before we go ahead. So we've got here, I'm on the HNB website by the way. New Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer is formulated to give you that full coverage, flawless under eye. Love that. A creamy satin finish that's perfect for all skin types. Love that. Formulated to give you that smooth, creaseless, picture perfect look. Amazing. Provides a comfortable wear whilst very long lasting. Super soft doe foot applicator allows precise application and deposits a generous amount of product to the skin. Amazing. Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer is available in 18 versatile shades. Pair with our Soft Focus Loose Powder for a complete soft focus feel. Concealer retails for £16 and you get 15 grams of product, which is absolutely amazing. That's a really good amount of concealer. As you can see, I've already got my foundation on and a little bit of eyes as well. The foundation and primer that I've used, I'm going to link in the description box for you. I really wanted to use products that I know work well with my other concealers, just sort of like easy products that I know are just going to work well, just so we can keep it like a fair test. Same with powders. I'm going to stick to my usual absolute favourite powder as well, just to make sure that I am giving it sort of like a fair test. So I've picked out 3 shades. I'm going to use one for concealer, one for brightening, and one for cream contour. So the one that I've got for actual just normal concealer is 3C. This has quite a pink tone to it, very salmon, so this is going to be great for the under eyes because it's going to correct any sort of like deep blue tones that I've got. Then we've got 2W, which is going to be great for brightening. It's a little bit more yellow and a little bit lighter, so it's going to give that nice brightening effect. And then for cream contour, we're going to be using 5W, so a little bit more tan. It's really warm, so it's going to give us that nice cream bronzer effect. Those are the shades that we're going to use. Let's get into it. So obviously I've got my foundation on, but I've not actually got any concealer under my eyes at the moment either. My dark circles, I don't know if you can even tell on camera because these lights actually make everything look a bit smoother, but I do actually have quite dark circles on the inner corner, which is why I'm going for something a little bit more pink toned. So we're going to go straight in. The doe foot is absolutely massive, which is great. We're just going to apply a little bit at first and we're going to build up. So for this shade, I'm literally just going to keep it underneath my eye because that is where I want to like mainly correct. There's not much that I need to cover. If you are covering blemishes on the chin, on the forehead, whatever, use a concealer that's exactly the same shade as your foundation because it's gonna match the foundation that you've put on. If you're trying to cover a blemish with a concealer that's lighter than your foundation, you're actually highlighting that area. You're actually going to be drawing attention to any blemishes or anything like that. So always buy a concealer that's exactly the same as your foundation for spot concealing, and then if you're wanting another concealer to brighten in the centre of the face or anything like that, then make sure you've got the option of 2, which is what I always tend to do. So I'm going to go in with Peaches and Cream PC17 brush. This is my favourite concealer brush. I have also got a little mini sponge here if I need it. This is one of my favourite sponges to blend out concealer because it's a little bit smaller. This is either from Beauty Bay or MORPHE, and I can't remember which one, and I need to find out because I really like this, but I've got this on hand just in case I need any extra blending. But I'm going to go in with my PC17 first, and I'm just going to tap that in. This is exactly the same as how I'd apply my normal concealer, so just keeping everything the same. I don't want to change like too much of my technique. Straight off the bat, that is very full coverage. Very, very good coverage. That's actually sitting really nice underneath my eyes. It's covered everything that it needs to cover. It's a really nice formula, like the satin finish is going really well with my foundation. This is the thing why I'm so picky about like concealers, foundations, and pretty much everything, is because some products just don't layer well on top of other products, and I feel like a satin finish for me, or like a natural finish, that finish in foundation, concealer, cream bronzer sits so well together, don't break up each other. So say if you're wearing like a full coverage semi-matte foundation and you're going in with a really dewy concealer, two formulas might not work very well together, but this is lovely so far. So I'm going to take the shade 5W as a cream bronzer today. It's an easy way to save money in your kit if you're a makeup artist. If you've got like a good range of shades of concealer ranging from light to dark, you can use them more for concealing and cream contouring, cream bronzing, whatever. So little tip there. So I'm going to go in all the areas where I would usually cream bronze. I'm just going to do a little bit first and then blend it out because I don't know whether this settles and we have to work quite quickly with it. So I'm taking a PC21 and I'm just going to push that in. I'm taking it round the hairline as well. Okay, that's actually really nice, really natural, blended out really easily. So I'm going to go in on the other side. It's not one of those products that you have to work super quickly with. It's not like super matte. And when I'm cream bronzing as well, you'll see that my cheekbone sort of ends here, but I'm actually cream bronzing above because we're going to blend in. That product needs to go somewhere. So I don't want to be applying it here and bringing it down here. I'm going to be dragging the cheek down. So you want to keep it quite high up there. Just going to pop a bit on my nose and on my chin. So just pressing that in again, and I'm keeping it quite far back just for a lifted effect. And obviously every face shape is different, so you contour or cream bronze the way that suits your face shape most. So for me, this part of my face is the widest, so that's where I like to focus most of my cream contour, to sort of like pull that in, just so my face doesn't look as round. And then I like to balance it out by going in with a little bit over the forehead as well, just to make sure that everything's looking a bit more cohesive and that sort of thing. And I always like to put cream bronzer on my nose just to push that in. I've got quite a big nose, so we're just trying to like push that in. I'm not trying to highlight the nose, I'm trying to push it in. So that's why I always go in with a cream bronzer or cream contour, and then just shorten my chin a little bit as well. Okay, so really lovely, blended out great. Shade is bang on for me, which is fab. Nothing bad to say. It's not pulling off the foundation, it's not separating, it's not got any harsh lines. It's just really, really nice actually. So I'm going to go in with the shade 2W. Now this is the brightening one. Because I went in with the shade 3C underneath my eyes already, I'm going to be quite conscious about layering here because I don't want to put too much product on with this being quite full coverage. So I'm just going to pop this in all the areas that I want to lift and brighten. If I'd have not concealed and corrected my under eye and then went straight in with a lighter shade, it doesn't always cover dark circles when you go straight in with a lighter concealer. So if you go in with a concealer that's the same shade as your foundation, or something with a little bit of a pinky salmon tone, and then going in with a lighter concealer, that's going to give you that brightness and correct as well. So I'm taking my PC17 again, and I'm just going to blend this out. In fact, I'm just going to rough blend, and I'm going to go in with my sponge because I can feel this drying actually. Going in with my little sponge. And just brightening up the centre of the face. This sponge is so good because it's so tiny. and this will take off any excess that we've got as well. So we've corrected with that pink salmon tone, the 3C, we've gone in with the cream bronze shade, which was the 5W, and then we've gone in with the 2W to brighten. I'm really happy with the way this is looking, but we need to set it and see how it sets. So I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is just the original one that I'm going in with. So I'm just taking that on my Real Techniques setting brush, and small amounts of product at a time, okay? You don't want to be baking or anything like that and creating excess product. If you want that really, really flawless look, small amounts of product built up is amazing. Less is always more when it comes to powders and base products, I think anyway. Looks way better on photographs, way better in person. As I'm gonna link this brush below as well, because it is so good for powder. And because it's small as well, you can get a really controlled application, and you can really press that into the skin. If you're using a bigger brush, you're not going to deposit as much powder. You're not going to be able to get that concealer set as well. Whereas if you're going in with a smaller brush like this, 10 out of 10, you're going to get that precision, you're going to get everything set. So I will link that in the description box for you. So we're all set. That's set down really, really nice. I do need a little bit of a hydrating spray on, I think. Looking very, very matte right now. But for the most part, I think that's looking really good. So I can see a little bit of my dark circles still coming through here. So I usually use the PLOUISE base in the shade Pretentious Peach as a corrector. So there's actually not many concealers that can actually fix this. It is sort of like a corrector issue. So although it's not like the fullest coverage for me, I know that no concealer that I have can get me that. I do usually use a corrector to solve that. But for the most part, this is really, really, really good coverage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off camera, I'm going to finish my face off, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, so makeup is finished. Final thoughts. So I actually went and sat in a different area of the makeup room, different lighting, close to the window to finish off my makeup. Concealer looks absolutely amazing in that light as well. I actually preferred it in that light to this light, so I'm going to actually do a little bit of a close-up next to a window just so you can see the concealer a little bit more in natural lighting, because I think it's so important as well, especially when reviewing products, to show things in natural lighting as well as artificial lighting. I mean, we do not walk around with like 3 artificial lights on us at all times, so it's really, really important when you are trying products to test them in natural light as well. Guys, this is the concealer in natural light. I actually really, really like it. I think it looks so flawless, especially without the artificial lights as well. So that is a sign that a product is good for me when it looks good in both artificial and natural light. Just makes it a little bit more versatile, but yeah. However, all in all, I am really, really impressed. I really, really like it. It's really good. I like it. It's got good coverage. It's not gone like dry and like crepey underneath my eyes. I would say work quite quickly with it. The first layer that I put on, the just under eye correction, sort of like salmony pink colour, went on really smooth, really creamy, but the lighter shade that I used when I was brightening, I did have to work quite quickly with it. So I would just say work quite quickly. Even though it is a satin finish, I would say definitely blend sooner rather than later. But yeah, I think you get a really good amount of product for the price. I think it's a really good price for the concealer. I think in comparison to anything else, it reminds me a lot of the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. It reminds me of Shape Tape a little bit as well. It's got sort of like that middle ground between there. I really, really like it. I'm definitely going to be using it more often. I really like the shade that I used for cream bronzer as well. Yeah, just really vibing with it, really love it. Alright guys, so that is the end of the video. I will link the concealer in the description box for you if you want to check it out, and I'll leave all my info, discount codes, links, whatever in the description box as well. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!